Hi, boys and girls. Today for math, we're going to be learning about reading and interpreting bar graphs. So, by the end of the lesson today, you should be able to read and interpret data from bar graphs with scales. We're going to jump over right here where it says learn. So it says solve problems using bar graphs. Sophia sold tickets from Monday through Friday last week. She drew a bar graph to show the number of tickets she sold each day. So anytime you have a graph, you need to take in all the information it gives you. So I know that this is titled Sophia's Ticket Sales. And on the vertical axis, I have the number of tickets sold. And notice the scale is different. So the scale is what you're counting by. I'm counting by tens over here. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Counting by tens. And I notice that there's little dashes in the middle. So I know the number in the middle of 20 and 30 is 25. And 0 and 10 is 5. So these must be when I'm counting by fives, these little dashes. And then our horizontal axis is the days of the week. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So now that I've taken that in, I can read the questions that it's asking me. So, how many tickets did Sophia sell on Monday? So if I go to Monday, I go up to the top and it stops at 50. So she sold 50 tickets. So Sophia sold 50 tickets on Monday. B, on which day did Sophia sell 45 tickets? Now, since this graph counts by tens, that means if I'm looking for 45, I'm looking in the middle of two numbers. So I'm going to look in the middle between 40 and 50 because 45 comes in the middle of those two, exactly halfway. So which day did she sell 45 tickets? Well, if I follow this line here, she sold 45 tickets on Tuesday. All right, still using the same graph. Let's go to C. On which day did she sell the least number of tickets? So I'm going to look for the smallest bar. So the least number of tickets would be on Wednesday. She sold the least number of tickets on Wednesday. And notice that I'm not just saying Wednesday, I'm putting it in a number sentence. How many fewer tickets did she sell on Monday than on Thursday? So if I see these clue words fewer and I'm seeing then, this tells me that I'm subtracting. So I'm going to subtract Thursday from Monday. So on Thursday, she sold, well, it comes right between 50 and 60, so that's 55. And on Monday, she sold 50. So 55 minus 50 is 5. So she sold 5 fewer tickets on Monday than Thursday. On which day did she sell twice as many tickets as on another day? So twice as many means that whatever number you have, if you were to add it to itself, you would get the next number. Or if you were to multiply one, you would multiply one of these numbers or one of these values by 2, you would get another value that's on the bar graph. So let's see. Well, if I have Monday, if I multiply 50 times 2, that's 100, and this graph doesn't go that far, so it can't be that day. Let's see. If I multiply 45 by 2, that'll go off the graph. Let's see. If I multiply Wednesday by 2, or add it to itself, 20 plus 20 is 40, or 20 times 2, which equals 40. Friday equals 40, so she sold twice as many tickets on Friday as on Wednesday. So this is twice as many as Wednesday. All right, let's look at this graph. So it says try, practice solving problems using bar graphs. Use the data in the bar graph to answer each question. The bar graph shows the number of pages read in a day by Matty and her friends. So pages read in a day by Matty and her friends. Here's the number of pages. And it looks like it's counting by, well, let's see. This one's different. 0, 25, 50. So how did I get from 50 to 25? Well, I added by 25. So this scale is counting by 25. 0, 25, 50, 75, 50, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200. And these are the names of the friends. So how many pages did Zoe read? Let's look at Zoe. Zoe read, if we go all the way to the top, Well, oh, this one's tricky because it doesn't go, it goes right in between. Oh, sorry about that. It goes right in between. So if we look at it, it would be, I have to figure out what each one of these dashes are. So let's see. If we go to 0 and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm thinking each one of these little dashes isn't 1, it isn't 2, it's actually 5. So if I do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So each one of these dashes is counting by 5, these little dashes. The big dashes are counting by 25. So if we go here and we go across, well, it's on the second dash. So we have 175, 180, 185, 190. So how many pages did Zoe read? She read 190. Who read 90 pages? So if I go to 100 and I know it's counting by 5s, these little dashes, I'm going to go back 2 dashes to get to 90. So that would be 10. So it would be 95, 90. If I go across, I get Emma. So Emma was the one who read 90 pages. Who read the most pages? Well, we got to go all the way to the top. Who has the highest bar? Zoe. So Zoe read the most pages. Who read the fewest pages? Smallest bar? Maddie. All right. So I actually need to cut this graph from here so I can still answer questions. Okay. And for just now, I'm going to put it right here. Actually, let me see if I can put it here, but make it smaller. All right, so I figured this out. So it says, how many more pages did Zoe read than Maddie? So I noticed those keywords more, and I noticed that keyword then, so that means I'm subtracting. So I'm going to subtract Zoe from Maddie. Ooh. So Zoe read 90 pages. Sorry, 190 pages. And Maddie read 75 pages. Here stops right at the line. So we have to borrow. So we have 115. So that would be our answer. We subtract and we get 115. All right, who read twice as many pages as Emma? So Emma read, let's see, 75, 80, 85, 90. Emma read 90 pages. So who read twice as many as her? So what we would have to do is we would take 90 and we would multiply it by 2 since it's twice as many. So remember, 0 minus 2 and 0 times anything is 0. 9 times 2 is 18. So we have to look to see who read 180 pages. So let's go 175, 180. That would be Alan. So Alan read twice as many pages as Emma. Alan wants to read twice as many pages as Van. How many more pages must he read? Ooh, so this one is confusing. This is a two-step one, so we got to really work this one out. Alan wants to read twice as many pages as Van. So let's see. Alan, we know, has read 180. Okay. Van has read, let's see, 175. So, if Alan wants to read twice as many pages as Van, then I have to take what Van read, and I need to figure out, well, what is twice as many as 175? So I'm going to add it. We have 10. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15. 1, 1, 1, we have 350. So if Alan wants to read twice as many pages as Van, he has to read 350 pages. So it says, how many more pages must he read? Well, if he's read 180 and he needs to read 350, I need to subtract to find the difference. So we have 350 minus 180. So 15 minus 8 is 7. 2 minus 1 is 1. So Alan must read 170 more pages. How many pages did Maddie, Zoe, and Sophia read in all? So the in all tells me I have to add everything that they read. So we're adding Maddie, Zoe, and Emma. So Maddie read 75. Zoe read 180. And Emma read, let's see, 75, 80, 85, 90. She read 90. So in all means we add. So now I have to add all these. So 5. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 9 is 24. So we have 345 pages. Okay. So it says use the data in the bar graph to answer each question. The bar graph shows the favorite color of a group of children. So favorite colors we have on the x-axis green, red, blue, and yellow. On the y-axis we have the number of children with the scale. So this graph's a little bit different from this graph. This graph was a vertical graph because the lines were going up and down. This is horizontal since they're going left to right. So how many more children like yellow than green? I see those clue words. More than. More than means to subtract. So we're going to subtract yellow from green. So yellow, our scale is going up by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we have 20 minus 5. So 20 minus 5, we get 15. How many children like green and yellow? So our keyword here is and. If we have and, that means we're adding yellow and green. So yellow is 20 and green is 5. So this answer would be 25. 8 children who chose red were boys. How many girls chose red? So of the 8 that were surveyed, of the group that was surveyed for red, 8 of them were boys. So that means there were 25. 25 in all, but out of that 25, 8 were boys. So in order to get girls, I have to subtract. So once I subtract, I get 15. This is 1. I get 17. So 17 were girls, because that means 17 girls and 8 boys would equal 25 kids that liked red. 10 children changed their mind and chose green instead of blue. How many children like green now? Ooh, so these are 2 steps. These are very tricky. So it says 10 children changed their mind and chose green instead of blue. So we have to look at blue. So since blue had 20, out of those 20, 10 of them decided no longer they liked blue, they want green. So I have to take 20 and subtract 10, because now 10 of those like green. So I'll even put a G over here, so I know that because they like green now. So now I have 10. So how many children like green now? So if 10 of them like green, I have to take what I had before green, so the green 1 plus green 2. So 10, since 10 of them like green now, and the 5 that already liked green. So now I get 15. All right, so that's our lesson for today. What I'm going to have you do is you're going to sign into HMH today. Let me sign out so I can show you again how to sign in. Here's your lesson. I see a few of you already on here. I have 3 of you already on here waiting for the lesson, so I will be sure to post that. When you go to HMH, make sure you're going to assignments. So I'm going to put mine in. Oh, that's my old email. And it'll be on the assignments page again. I actually probably don't need to show you this. So make sure, excuse me, you do your assignment for today. Under assignments page, I actually already submitted it. Here it is, assignment 3-23/20. All right, boys and girls, I will be posting the read aloud video shortly.